is not okay.
I think you'll be good. We've made it this far. What's
next? I don't even know what this is.
What is it? Yeah, what do you got going on over there?
Oh, God, that's...
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Jessica Alba. She's an actress whose career in Hollywood checks everything from box office blockbusters to cult classics. She's also a tremendously successful businesswoman as founder of The Honest Company, and you can catch her starring in LA's Finest, Mondays at 8, 7 Central on Fox. Jessica Alba, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So I understand that you take hot sauces to set. How are you, though, going into this with spicy food?
I'm nervous, but let's see, because I feel like I can handle some heat. Classic Blue Label. Okay. I like that you eat this with us.
I feel like it's important that I do that to meet you halfway, because if you're dying on hot sauce and I'm just sitting here like some jerk barking questions at you, would you just keep going on and on and on? Maybe not.
What the hell? Why did I take such a big bite? Is what I'm wondering.
So as we mentioned up top, you star alongside Gabrielle Union in LA's Finest, a TV offshoot of the Bad Boys franchise, and also a show that you guys are both EPs on. I'm curious, when you're acting and producing at the same time, does that affect the mental math in your head when you think about the balance between art and commerce?
What's great about commerce is it gives you boundaries to work within. And I feel like the best art is within some type of boundary. When you're sort of confined to, you only have this much budget, right? And you have to hit these sort of notes. It's like a song. Every act has to hit a pitch so that people want to tune back in and not click over to somewhere else. I actually appreciate the balance, and I feel like when you do have commerce and art combined, it sort of gives you also a reason, because a lot of art is just subjective and who knows if it's good. Good. I feel like I'm into that. Now I know when my kids get in trouble, instead of making them do push-ups, I can say, you guys want to eat some hot sauce?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I've heard that from people. If you say a swear word, they'll hit you with some hot sauce or something.
Stop fighting or else your mom's gonna make you eat some hot sauce.
So I want to take a wing to talk about Honey. The 2013 film has cult status for being like a time capsule for early 2000s hip-hop culture. In that film, you have to learn ballet, you have to learn jazz, you have to learn hip-hop, and all in kind of this short 3-month crash course. Having had that unique experience, what is the style of dance that's hardest to master?
I would say ballet and jazz, because there's very specific beats, and I could never get the spinning down. I think I got whiplash too much when I was doing stunts on Dark Angel. So every time I spin, I was I would get vertigo, I was messed up. And the best dancers can do a spin, a proper spin. Not me. That's when I was like, stunt double, help me with this one.
Hennessy was like a performance enhancer on set, is that true?
What was the drink everyone used to drink back in the day? Hpnotiq? And Hennessy. Do you remember that?
I was not that era quite.
Or was that before that was before your time?
I just missed it. I just missed it. I just missed it.
Appreciate it. But sometimes I didn't know how to get out of my head, and certainly especially when I was doing something I wasn't good at, like dancing. And I was surrounded by professional dancers and choreographers and real music artists, and I just maybe I took a shot or two before a few scenes. Shaquanda. West Indian curry.
Shout out Shaquanda, friend of the program.
Into it.
You dig that one? So as someone who's scaled the heights of the movie-making business, then also launched their own extremely successful consumer goods startup with The Honest Company, I think you're uniquely qualified to weigh in on this. Where do you find harsher critics? On movie review sites or on health and beauty blogs?
Definitely movie reviews. I feel like a lot of movie reviewers, and maybe I'm speaking out of turn, especially now, but even then, they love a good headline. It's all about the headline, and it's all about like a salacious headline. And for some reason, scandal seems to prevail over you complimenting someone. I, for whatever reason, have been on the other side of the burn every time. I don't actually think I've ever had a good review in my entire career, but I'm cool with it. I'm hearing hot ones. It's like a Chipotle something. Ooh, I'm scared.
Yeah, it's got
Okay.
it's got definitely like a richer, deeper pepper vibe on this one.
It's smoky.
But you dig
It'd be
it.
nice with like a mezcal, like mixed margarita type drink.
I love when guests give good pairings. I love that.
You're kind of a foodie,
A little bit.
right?
I think.
And like amateur foodie, like me, maybe.
Listen, I like to go to restaurants. I can order off a menu in an amazing way. You've never seen anyone order off a menu quite like me. I'm telling you that.
When are we going to dinner?
Whenever you want, Jessica Alba. I jump at the opportunity. But you, when it comes to, you're a little more multifaceted because you're in the kitchen quite a bit. I spend no time in the kitchen.
Yeah, but I can order the shit out of dinner. Are you kidding me?
Respect.
Yeah, I try all the things and I make sure that everything is covered. My bases are covered.
That's exactly same thing. I'm like, all right, let's take 2 of these appetizers. Let's take 2 of these sides. Let's try one out of this column. Let's try an entree out of that column. I make sure that I'm covering all the
100%.
bases.
Because I feel like most people are just simple and one-track minded and they just want their mac and cheese and burger. But I appreciate someone who is willing to try it all.
Hey, right here
We're
with
here.
you on
We're
that.
here. Okay, you're just getting a big old bite. This is really good. This is nice.
All right, Jessica, we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we do a deep dive on our guest Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. So I'll show you the picture. You just tell us the bigger story. Here's a nice throwback. What do you remember about spending the day golfing with John Daly?
One of the best days of my life. He is a fucking legend.
Preach.
Oh my God. He is a fun, and his wife was there as well. Who's his caddy. He's just solid, man. He sneezes and the ball goes 350 yards straight down the line. You're like, what? He was really nice with me, but I can see how he can, be tough on people, especially in his heyday. And he talked about all the things and was like an open book and was just really cool and gave me pointers on how to better my swing. And he's dope. He's a good time.
Have you been bombing him off the tee with an extra 20, 30 yards ever since that day?
When I was around him, I got some of his daily energy, and I felt like I had definitely a more solid swing, and maybe I didn't chip the ground prior to hitting the ball as much as I would have before. But yeah, he's really cool.
And then SpaceX is dope. Did you visit the headquarters in Hawthorne? What prompted this?
I did. A friend of mine who was my agent is friends with Elon, and he was like, do you want to go to SpaceX? And then also Elon's chief of staff knew my business partner, and I was like, of course I do. Yes. And I just wanted to see the whole operation, just see the supply chain and how it works. And it's the hub for a lot of their innovation. And I just thought it was so cool. And I, got to see a rocket and the bolts and learn why, they can get up in the air so quickly and differently than others. And it was just like really, really cool. And I also am like one of those nerds because I've had so many different offices over the years with Honest. I always like to suss out like what's their food layout, like how do they do offices? Is it an open floor plan? Like where do the executives sit, compared to where everyone else? And I just love to look at that stuff and nerd out. So yeah, I loved it.
And then finally,
really cool.
Do you have a Snoop Dogg party story that you can share with us?
So many. I've known Snoop for a long time. Oh, Snoop. There's one I will never tell publicly because I'm not sure if what we did was totally legal.
Well, this isn't public. This is just like two people talking over the Zoom.
But prior to weed being legal, maybe Snoop offered me a blunt, maybe a few times that we were in Miami or LA or New York. Oh God. There's not a lot of profiles. It's just spicy, right?
That diesel hit.
Got you in the throat?
A little bit. It's not easy on this end always. You know what I'm saying, Jessica? To try to keep the interview going, do all that. I think sometimes sometimes the audience can kind of like take for granted that I'm just over here housing wings. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I don't even think they notice.
I notice.
Well, thank you, Jessica. It means a lot to me.
I think about it every time. I really do.
So your breakthrough role came from an early 2000s sci-fi series called Dark Angel, which was actually James Cameron's TV debut. And then the thing about that show is it had this massive $12 million budget for the pilot, and then it had this dystopian sort of vibe that I think was very much ahead of its time.
I just have so much respect for someone like Jim that rallies hundreds of people every day on a set around his vision and gets it done. He really is one of my mentors still, very much an inspiration for me. When there weren't cameras that could do the effects that he wanted, he then went and built them and created them. You're like, what? When cameras didn't go to depths of the ocean where he wanted to film, he went and built a submarine. You're like, what is happening? Like, who does this? Him, he does this. And I just love his curiosity still. And he really wants to make an impact. I can't say enough great things about the guy. So it's like a bourbon. I'm already sweating, so.
You're doing very good, though. You're doing very good.
Oh my God.
I'm with you. I'm right with you. So in a 2005 Marie Claire profile...
So you just don't drink? You don't drink anything?
I typically kind of mirror the guest.
God. You don't have milk.
But I know.
This is honey milk. Honey milk with ice.
You guys made it, or it's honey and milk?
I put honey, this much honey, in my oat milk with ice, because I read that helps with the heat. But it's not really doing much over here.
That's what I always say. People yell at me for having water over here on the desk all the time, and I'm like, listen, psychologically it helps me out a little bit, all right? Like, leave me alone about this whole thing. Like, once you eat these wings, it's not like, oh, I take a sip of milk and I'm fine all of a sudden. Like, there's no saving you,
No, that's why I have these. They're called antacids. And I have them ready to go. I'm gonna take one now.
So prepared.
Because I feel like I just feel like my gut is gonna wake me up at 2 in the morning on fire, and then I get heart palpitations. It's a whole thing.
Well, speaking of frightening experience, I'm curious, what's the most harrowing experience you had shooting face to face with actual live sharks and Into the Blue?
You know, for some reason they caught a wild tiger shark. I don't know. They had it in a cage or something in the back of a boat. And they were like, it's in this cage, so it's docile. It's not, and I'm like, it's a fucking tiger shark. And it was like a 7-foot tiger shark. And they're like, in the scene, we just want it to like go by you guys. And they're like, all right, get in, because in the scene, the shark has to come really close to you. And I was like, I mean, you guys can do this with a double, or B, second unit. And I was on Flipper. We had fucking rubber dolphins. You can do this with a goddamn rubber dolphin. You don't need a real ass shark in the middle of the fucking ocean with chum in it. And maybe I lost my mind, and maybe I yelled all of that. And the director was like, you know what? Come on, just get in the water. It'll be 3 seconds. It's fine. Come on, we don't have time. We're losing the light, all the things. And I said, fuck you, fuck your face, and you get in the water. And then I got on a boat and went back to shore. So yeah, not my best decisions were made on that movie.
Well, you know what? You live to fight on another day, and here we are, living to fight on another sauce. And I have to warn you going into this one, this is the bomb beyond insanity.
Yeah, this is the one where everyone goes like hard left or hard right.
She's seen the show before.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
And that looks doused, like that looks heavy.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Yep.
What if I have an allergic reaction? This is not okay.
I think you'll be good. We've made it this far. What's next?
I don't even know what this is.
What is it? Yeah, what do you got going on over there?
Oh, God, that's not good. Why did I do that?
What is that?
It's sour cream. It's sour cream. What the fuck is that?
It's a very disgusting hot sauce.
That's stupid. I just
I'm with you 100% on that one. I'll take a sip.
How does it get any better? How does it get any better?
The good news is we're approaching the finish line here. Just a couple more hurdles to jump through. Is that more sour cream?
No, this is yogurt, but I can't think. Why did I?
It's all right.
Why did I do that?
This one's got a nice
Why am I
long
doing
wind
this?
up. This next question has a nice long wind up for you, okay? Just survive it. Just survive it.
Not okay.
So Jessica, you're a celebrity judge on Planet of the Apps, which was a Shark Tank-like competition series for tech impresarios. So what I want to do here is hit you with a handful of apps. Some of them are in the App Store, some of them we totally made up. And I just want to see if you can tell the real from the fake, and I'm curious whether or not you think it's a good idea or not.
Hang on a minute.
Yep.
I just got the back of my throat, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I'm like drooling.
I understand how that can go. It kind of, it takes over your body at this point, you know?
But it's just taking over my fucking throat.
No, yeah.
It hasn't gotten to my body yet.
Got that. I got a little, I'm flushed in the face a little bit. I feel you. I understand. We'll work through this one together. All right, first
You know how
app.
people get like a little bit hallucinating?
Sometimes, like on this show, like I'll walk out of the studio like on a high a little bit. But the come up's not always easy. I know. All right.
My teeth hurt.
First app. All right. A meditation app that plays a loop of Matthew McConaughey reciting Texas witticisms over soft guitar music.
Terrible idea, but I wouldn't be surprised if it exists.
Spooner, a social meetup app where users living within walking distance of each other can link up for casual, strictly platonic cuddling.
I think think that might actually exist.
It does exist.
I think I need ice.
Ice.
Yeah, ice.
Ice. Someone get her some ice.
What's wrong with Like nothing, does nothing help?
We're in it.
Peanut
We're just
butter?
kind of in it together. What about that? What's that? Peanut butter? How's that working out?
I don't know.
Just, I'd love for you to report back the findings afterwards, you know?
You mean what happens to my fucking bowels after this?
No. That
wanna
you
know?
can keep to yourself. I'm curious,
What finding? What finding?
if any of these antidotes actually work, you know? Something that we can have on set, ready to go in case of these situations.
This is feeling better.
Okay, good. Peanut butter. We'll put that in the win column. All right.
I just want it on my lips.
Nacho Hunter, a dating app that uses a personality algorithm to pair you with someone who likes the same nachos as you do.
I wish that existed because I would subscribe to that one. Because all I care about are nachos.
Could be our next big idea. Because it is fake. All right. Last one. Drunk Mode, an app that locks certain contacts in your phone for a preset amount of time when you're partying in an effort to keep you from drunk dialing or drunk texting.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking genius. How many times have you drunk dialed? They should do that for like drunk posting on social media.
There you go. Protect us from
Right?
ourselves. Kind of ironic given the circumstances right now where we are just eating some of the spiciest chicken wings ever.
Have you ever seen one of these?
What is that? A tongue depressor?
It's a ball that you put in the freezer and you roll your face to make it look not as puffy. But it's gonna be on standby for this next one. I think I might
Fascinating.
just, yeah. Let me put some more lip gloss, barrier. I have so much respect for you.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, do you ever do your blood pressure while you're doing this? But you're still young.
Thank you. I don't know, but this might be taking some years off. But I am always curious about that. Like if they just like hooked me up and you could like kind of see all the vitals and stuff while it's going on, because there is a lot cooking.
Yeah, there is. God damn. You do just get in there.
Be very careful.
Huh.
This one, it's made by a guy named Smokin' Ed Curry, who we've worked with. He grows extremely hot peppers. He made this one, and it has that deep, peppery, make you sweat from your face, Smokin' Ed flavor profile that he's famous for.
It's hard to breathe a little bit.
What's that? That seems new.
Honey?
Oh, some honey. Fascinating. Your early guest star cameos, they run the gamut, but I am curious about two in particular. Which was a more positive on-set experience for you? Playing Alex Mack's rival Jessica in The Secret Life of Alex Mack, or playing a pregnant teenager in 90210?
Yeah, I didn't really, I got bullied as a kid. So it was sort of wish fulfillment, maybe, to be able to play someone that was bullying me, essentially. And on the set of 90210, I couldn't even make eye contact with any of the cast members, which was really strange when you're like trying to do a scene with them. Yeah, I was like, you're not allowed to make eye contact with any one of the cast members or you'll be thrown off the set. This is the thick ass sauce.
Cheers, Jessica. What a ride it's been.
Hon.
we're flying. We're flying. It's all over. It's all over. Or almost all over. Because you know what, Jessica Alba? Here we are at the conclusion of our spicy wing flight. We've talked about your career in acting, your many power moves as a businesswoman, but I want to end on talking about your worldview. On Joseph Gordon-Levitt's podcast, I heard you discussing wabi-sabi, a concept from Japanese aesthetics that embraces imperfections. What do you see as the artistic appeal of having a constant reminder that nothing is forever and nothing is perfect?
What I love about wabi-sabi is very the appeal of wabi-sabi and how I think why I'm attracted to it so much, and this Japanese philosophy around embracing imperfections. At the end of the day, if you can feel a connection to memories and stories and things that surround you, there's nothing more beautiful. And it reminds you to live your life to the fullest. And all of those nicks and crannies and all the imperfections and even the breaks in the vases or in the wall or in things, and you mend it a little bit here and there, it just tells you that life is good, man. And it was lived to the fullest. This is what helped.
Let me take some notes.
You need a good lip balm coating. You need oat milk with a lot of fucking honey. Like
a generous squeeze of honey. Okay, milk.
Yeah,
honey.
And like mix it up. Get it in there with ice. Definitely need vanilla yogurt.
Vanilla yogurt.
God damn it! It got all of those holes in the back of my throat. Where are my tonsils? Definitely peanut butter. And these balls.
Peanut butter.
Balls are good.
And the balls. Thank you so much,
Frozen balls.
Jessica Alba, for giving me that crash course. Now please let me return the favor by rolling out the red carpet for you. This camera, or possibly a camera B or C or whatever you have set up at a great setup over there. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
I have the Honest Company. We make, it really is a company that is built around social impact. I wanted to make a difference in the world, and if we can do it and make money and help people and help the planet, let's do that. We make everything from cleaning products to baby products to beauty products, and then LA's finest, lots of action, fun, kick-ass, and juicy stories. And it's Gabrielle Union and I just like cracking jokes and having a good time in that bad boy universe. So check it out.
Good job, Jessica. Good job. Good job.
And we need to have dinner next time you're in LA.
Innovating.
It's just so hot. Who am I?
Whoa, mixing.
Anything, I'll do anything.
Hey, what's going on, Hot Ones fans? This is Sean Evans checking in to say thank you so much for watching today's video, and join me in welcoming the newest member of the Hot Ones hot sauce family. This is the Last Dab Apollo, the only sauce made with the Apollo pepper, the latest and greatest from the twisted mind of Smokin' Ed Curry. It is the hottest Last Dab we've ever made, and the people who will taste it first are the subscription box subscribers who will get this one in October's box. For everyone else, probably sometime later in October. Hpnotiq.com to learn more about the Last Dab Apollo. Moment of silence for the Last Dab XXX, but it's okay. All new beginnings must come from some other beginning's end.